You are welcome to the Premier Top 4 podcast. This is a special edition for the Enzo Maresca boys. We are focusing on Chelsea versus Newcastle. Chelsea actually won 2-1, and this is a review match for the review podcast for the Chelsea versus Newcastle. So if you're a Chelsea fan, don't scroll. If you're a Chelsea fan, listen. We are going to have a good time. We are going to wax lyrical about our Cole Palmer, our Jackson, and Zumareska. So don't move, don't skip. Watch and then let's enjoy and let's have a good time with our lovely team. My name is Chris, and I am the host for the Premier Top 4 podcast. And I'm a Chelsea fan, so every now and then I do specials for Chelsea. So this one is a review for Chelsea versus Newcastle. It ended in 2-1, so I want us to delve right into it. Let's start from the lineup. The lineup that Enzo Maresca went for. Enzo Maresca went for a very strange lineup. We will say it is strange and it's not strange in a way that we expected some of the changes that he made, but tactically on the field of play, there were some changes that shocked some Chelsea fans, including myself. So Enzo Maresca went for a back four, surprisingly, of Gusto as right back, and the centre back pairing was Cowell and what Fofana, as we expected, because Fofana is back from the suspension. And then on the left back, he went for Reece James. So my initial thought was that he was going to use Reece James as the one bomb, coming into the midfield or something like that, inverting or anything. But no, he actually did not do that. He has shown is one of his tactical flexibility that we have seen this season so far. So that is the first step. And then the midfield, he went for Lavia Caicedo. He maintained that midfield pivot of Lavia and Caicedo, as they did very well against, Liverpool. And then the next in the attack, he went for Madueke as usual on the right wing, and then Cole Palmer in the 10th position. But this time around, he deployed him differently because normally he plays in the left at the right hand side as a 10 in the pockets on the right hand side. But this time around, he worked as a number 10, but then on the left hand side, that's where he operated more in today's match. And then on the left wing, he went for Neto instead of Sancho because he did very well. His cameo against Liverpool was spectacular, so he went for that. And then in the attack, as usual, he went for Jackson, as he calls himself, Nicolas Jackson. Yeah. So he this was the lineup he went for, and then now let's break down into the tactical nuances that he put across on the field of play. So as usual, he made sure that he made Gusto on the right back play according to his strength. That's moving forward, always running up and down on the right hand side as he was doing on the left against Liverpool. But this time around, he was not just running on the byline like we know of him from last season, but this time around he is actually he was operating in the role of the right hand side pockets, and at the same time running back to play as right back. I think he has the most difficult role in our team when he plays him that way. It is so not easy running up there, joining the attack, running back, joining the defense. It is a lot of work, but he thrives in it. And so that's what he did. And then he made sure that the back three, when we are in attack, of James, Cole, and Fofana remained. So they stayed back. But then James was on the left side. I've never seen him play on that side. But then I think he may have discovered something because if James is not running up and down, we know that maybe we could get more games out of him. It may not be his strength, but he's so good and intelligent as a player that he can play anywhere. I tell you, this guy can even play as a number nine. He's so good. That's why he's our captain. He's the one of the best that we've seen. His only problem has been his injury record. That has been where his problems have come from. But then he playing in the back. When we are attacking, he was part of the back three. So whenever we attack in the 3-2 formation for those who are protecting the back, and then we go with a front four and then a striker. all the time in our attacking phase, and when we are defending, we go back to the 3-2, um, 3-2, 3-1. That formation. That's what we do. 4-2-3-1. Sorry, 4-2-3-1 formation. So I think it was a very 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 vital change that he did. But I was thinking that he was going to go with the same thing where Reece James was on the right and Gusto was on the left. Because to be frank, I didn't really like it. But then this way that he did it, the tweak that he made was very 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 solid. So in defense, because Rich James saved us several times, because most people didn't understand why Kukurea was benched, but then after the game, I think people understand why he did that, because he was so pivotal in making a lot of saves, goal line clearance, and all that for us. And I think Rich James is a very very fine player. I hope that we get a lot of games from him. Yeah. So let's delve right into the match. Let's see some of the pivotal moments in the match. James and Gusto switching. That's what I've talked about. And then Cole Palmer. In this particular style, he really came back a lot to help in the defense. And then from there, he became more of the creative force. And this guy, he's so good. He in every phase of midfield to attack. This guy is excellent everywhere. Because from the way the pass that he gave to Neto, which Neto eventually passed to Jackson to cause the first goal, was so spectacular. I think it has been a while since Chelsea had a player who could find a pass like that. The pass was so good, my goodness. I think I could do a whole podcast on this, just the pass, because the pass was excellent. It was amazing actually, because that pass, even though it will not be recorded as an assist, but that was the reason why we scored. And Neto proved why he was chosen ahead of Sancho in this match, because the way Neto was able to skip past his man, the speed that he was able, with which he was able to skip past his man and pass to Jackson, then Jackson slotted in. The improvement that Jackson is having this season for year on year, I think I will go as far as to say that he's the most improved player from last season to this year. He's the most improved player in the Premier League. Because even though people will call it as an easy chance and it's easy for him to just tap in, and we know that Jackson from last season, the first half of last season to be specific, could have easily, squandered this chance. But again and again and again this season, he has proven that he has really improved. His goal scoring has improved. His movements in the entire match has improved. His ability to hold up play, his ability to pass, and even the assist that he gave to Cole Palmer that the goal was struck off. Look at how he skipped past his man, he was able to find Cole Palmer there. It was so good. I think with this, the way he has improved, and if he maintains this form till the end of the season, Chelsea can really, really stamp their feet and get to the top four that Chelsea are looking for. So I think it is a good thing, and then we should encourage him. We should also it's like everyone thinks that he's a bad player because of last season, but if you're actually looking at it critically this season, watching him for only this season, he has really improved. And I think it is a very, very loud everything that every Chelsea fan is happy about. So let's continue with the equalizer by Isak. I think Chelsea's defense again has proven that it is not there yet. There is a lot of work that Chelsea has to put in to be able to get there. Because the reason why Chelsea cannot challenge for the title is the defense. And I think people might think that I don't like Fofana, but in my opinion, he is not ready. Coming back from that long injury, it is not just physically, but mentally and everything. He's not there yet. It is unfortunate that at the team that we have now, we don't have anyone that can really pair up with Cole to give that balance in the defense. That is why we are playing him. But then, in my opinion, we should be easing him into the first team. He should be playing the other tournaments instead of the Premier League, because he is not ready yet. You could see there are a lot of mistakes that he made and all that. I'm not saying that he is the reason why we considered that goal. I'm just saying in general there were a lot of defensive lapses that he made. He did a lot of good things as well, yes. But you could see that this guy needs time to be able to get there. He almost got himself injured again. So I am just not. I'm hoping that he doesn't end up injured for a long time again. He's a player I really like, And I believe that if we actually take our time with him, maybe things could change. So Lewis Hall assisted for the Isak goal, and then we are all not surprised as Chelsea fans because whenever our players go and they come back to the bridge, they become prime Ronaldo and all that, and then they do so well against us. So I was not surprised that he was able to, give that assist. The pass was so sublime that all Isak had to do was just tap in and score. And then after the first half, I think from the beginning of the first half, Chelsea was, we started very, very well. We were all over them. I thought we were going to just, score a lot of goals and all that, but it ended up in a way that I was so surprised that it ended up this way. Because in my mind, Chelsea were going to, trash Newcastle. But we allowed them to come back in during the end of this first half, and then when we came back in the second half, we started very well again. So I think there's a pattern here that Chelsea starts well in matches, but we drop off as the match move on. I don't know whether it's due to our inexperience or our inability to control matches. I think that's the next phase of our development that we should be striving for, to be able to control matches. Because the way we are so good in attack, if we are able to control the match, slow the matches down when we don't need to score goals, we should learn that the way Liverpool does it so well. Even though in their match, today's match, they were not able to do that, but then in general they're able to control the play tempo of the play. They decide how they want the game to be. I think the next phase of Chelsea's development should be trying to know how to control the play. That should be our next step. And then so let's talk about when we came back right into the second half. Our lovely Cole Palmer, there was a ball that was taken from midfield. There was a press, and then we had the ball from midfield, and then we passed it to Cole Palmer, and that angle that the guy scored. This guy, how lucky can we be that we got a player that all that we knew of him was in his academy days and some few cameos for the main team. He has just come in and he's so good. Like, how many players can score from that angle? Someone will say it's the keeper's fault, but then it is Cole Palmer. That is what people keep forgetting. That it is Cole Palmer in that angle, playing from the left hand side this time around, not on the right pocket, the left pocket around. And he's sublime. He just shows that in the pockets, he's one of the best in the world. It doesn't matter whether it's the left side or the right side. Once he's in the midfield, he's in the attacking midfield position, number 10 position, in the pocket spaces, he's going to destroy you no matter who you are. And I think he has proven again. And at Stamford Bridge, he is a different beast altogether. At Stamford Bridge, it's like this guy is like a Chelsea fan. Once he steps foot on that ground, he looks so different. He is like a different player altogether. And I think Chelsea fans, we should continue to encourage him. Maresca should continue to protect him and all that, to make sure that we get the most out of him, because this guy is the reason why Chelsea can win anything this season. He's so good. And I think that goal from the restart, I think it also shows how we're able to start our matches very quickly, our ability to start very well, impose ourselves on teams, and then ability to score. Because I think in the whole league, we are the team that is able to convert their chances. We have the highest percentage in terms of chance conversion in the league. So our attack has improved drastically this season, and this is a very good thing that I think we can really work on. So see if we are able to find a way of working on our defense and get some clean sheet this season, Chelsea is going to be very, very, very dangerous for any other team that we face. So it has shown that from February, the beginning of February till now, we've only lost to the top teams. That's Arsenal, Liverpool, and Man City. So all the other teams that we faced, we've either drawn or won. We've not lost to any of those teams that are down there, and it shows clearly the improvement that Chelsea are having now. From the back end of last season till now, Chelsea has improved dramatically, and it shows that. And one thing that I really worried about, and then the reason why I think that Chelsea will not be title contenders, which every Chelsea fan agrees to, that is the way that we are not able to control these matches, that we were fighting for our lives. We just wanted the match to end. and then you could see even Cole Palmer putting the ball, and every player is just trying to hoof the ball and all that. It was not helping. And I think there's one thing that we should not forget: what is happening to Sanchez. We know his passing is not great. We know he's not predictable when it comes to passes. But this particular match is the worst that I've seen him on his feet. Lucky for us, it didn't cause any scare in terms of any goal or other. But then all his distributions were all over the place. When will Maresca know that this keeper is not the one that he needs? Let's try Jorgensen and see. Because the way this guy he gives me heart attack whenever he's handling the ball is so strange. Like how is he able to like consistently miss all his long balls, consistently misplace his passes and all that? But then the notion that people have is that his strength is his feet. But this feet, I'm not sure it is really his strength anymore. In this match, he was not really, really good. And I don't think what is happening is the best. So Maresca should sit him down or he should change him, give Jorgensen a chance in the Premier League matches just to see what he can also do. Let's give him the chance because eventually he can cost us. Eventually he can cost us goals and which we might not be able to recover from. But so Maresca's tactics were good. It worked out and it helped. And it has been very, very good. And I think um yeah, so as I was saying, Maresca's tactics were on point. And we are very proud as Chelsea fans that we have a coach that has the tactical flexibility to adapt to teams. Let's see how the team is going to do against Newcastle again during the midweek, and let's see what our second team also do against the same Newcastle. And I think Chelsea fans, we are in a good place now. This 2-1 win was not a fluke. It shows the growth that the team is having now. So I think whatever your view is as a Chelsea fan, give it to me in the comment section. Like, subscribe, share to your fellow Chelsea fans, and let's form a hive on this platform. Prove to the other fans on this platform that we dominate this particular domain. You know, thanks to everyone. When Chelsea plays Newcastle again, I'll come back with another review. Thanks to everyone. Bye bye.